Hey friends, as I'm tooling around in my shop today, I just got to thinking, something about Ryobi. It gets a lot of negative feedback and it also gets a lot of positive feedback. But you know what? Something that I always found about this is that, well, there's got to be a reason, and somebody's had some good experiences, somebody's had some bad experiences. And then, well, there's a couple different things you need to know about Ryobi, so come a little closer. There's actually two different types of Ryobi. There's the high performance professional level, and then there's the entry level. And that makes a lot of sense. And I think this may be giving this a bad name. So stick around, everybody. This is Live Free and Tool On. My name's Brent. Let's get into it. So I know that you know Ryobi. Ryobi is the house brand of Home Depot. And with that being said, they need to draw people in and give them a budget-friendly way to start to work on their house, new homeowners, things like that, people that really don't have a lot of money. So that's why they put these particular tools out. These are brush tools or entry-level tools, and they're cheap, so you can do a lot with a little, and that's what these are meant for. But as you step up into your home ownership and then you start doing bigger things and pulling together timbers, where you're going to step into these. Now, these tools are the HP tools. They're intelligent tools and they're very powerful, and they actually are just as powerful as a lot of the professional tools, and these are used professionally in a lot of situations. But today, we can talk about all this stuff all we want, but I'm going to show you the differences, and we're going to test these out against each other so you can judge for yourself, is it not good or is it awesome? Or in between, where do you actually think? So first, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs, and I'm just going to pull them up from the sides here. As you can see, there is a difference, but it's not huge. But I think it's the intelligence that we're going to have to worry about. So let's jump into the testing. So this is the HP tool. Some of the things that is really good about it, it has a light down here. It has two different speeds, slow or fast. It has a all metal chuck up front, so this is really durable. It has many different settings. It actually has 22 settings up here. Great rubber over molding, all the stuff that you would expect out of a really nice tool. But the entry level tool, it has rubber over molding. It actually has a bit holder down here. It's got a light as well. It has a magnetic, this is for screw stuff like that. So you can store screws, I guess extra bits, but it's a magnetic piece down there. You also have 2 speeds here as well, and you have 22 different chuck settings there. The chuck here is an all plastic chuck. It does have a metal guard right there, but you can see they're very similar. This one has a little bit more technology, but that's not what we're here for. Let's test these bad boys out. So in general, we're going to set this on number 1 because you want control over it. We're going to set this to 22, and we're going to drive this 3-inch screw right down into this piece of wood here. Safety first. So go ahead and get it down there in 3, 2, 1. That drove it down there just fine. All right, now let's do this one. We have it set on 22. We got it set on 1. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so with a 3-inch screw, you're not going to see a big comparison. But we're going to put a 1-inch paddle bit on here, and maybe this will show you a little bit of the power difference between the two. Okay, so that was much faster because this has a lot more power. But hey, this got the job done, right? All right, so let's do some head-to-head action. This is an 8-inch Timberlock screw. It uses a 5/16 hex end on it. That's how you drive it. We're going to drive this all the way down in to these pieces of wood, and we're going to see how well this one does compared to this one. And we are going to do it on the number 1 speed because that is power, and that's what we want to see here. So we're going to put these side by side, and you see how it actually does. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, this did the job. Now this is the cheaper tool, and this is a brushed motor, whereas the HP is a brushless motor. So you have some power deltas in between the two there too. But you can see this is a very capable tool as well. All right, let's check out the impact drivers. Let me reiterate, with these tools right here, these are brush tools, these are brushless tools. These have intelligent batteries that go with them. That's the intelligence I was talking about before. So it can work, manage, and do a lot of different things as you're working, compared to this one is a straight workhorse that just puts out the same amount of power. Now, this has a lot of amenities. It has that bit holder. It has the magnetic tray for screws and stuff like that. This is a variable speed trigger. This one has 4 different levels. It has 1, 2, 3, and automatic. So it, like I said before, it is intelligent, but we're going to leave this on number 3 just to get the most power out of this. All right, let's make sure we're laying down the power. Let's go ahead and put these side by side. This is a 3-inch screw, and 3, 2, 1. Now, as you can see, they are both laying down the power. The HP is edging it out. That's to be expected. It has a lot of power inside of it, but this is no slouch. It's putting down the power just the same. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and put in the 8-inch timber lock again. We're going to do another side by side. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, this is super powerful, and so is this. Now, the great thing about impact drivers is that they use shocks in order to disrupt the friction as whatever fastener that you're putting in actually goes in. So it sends a shock wave down, disrupts that friction, continue to push it. That is the driving, and that's the hammering that you're hearing as this goes. Now, it doesn't hammer down. It actually hammers lateral, so you're not pushing or you're going to break something, kind of like a hammer drill. It's a little bit different, but highly effective. So this is a 3/8-inch lag screw. Now, this is super hard to drive into here, and I'm going to say we are going to put both of these to the test. So I hope I don't smoke my drivers here, but we're really going to test them out, because I want you all to know how powerful both of these are. Now, typically you would pre-drill for something like this. We're not pre-drilling. We're just going to make it happen. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. All right, folks, so there you have it. I don't know what to say. I can't believe this laid down as much power as what it just did. That was pretty incredible. I'm so surprised, but maybe that gives you a better understanding with these entry-level tools that they can still put down the power and they still work very, very well, especially going up against these really awesome HP tools that Ryobi has. Ryobi has invested a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of intelligence in order to develop all of their tools. Now, they want to make them as cost effective as possible so people can really get into it, make a difference in their own home and other people's lives as well, and they want to make a difference in the professional world as well. And I think they've really found the balance in there, and the value is what you really have to look out for. This is a huge value. You can do so much with such little money, and then you can do so much here, even on a professional level, with a lot less money than what you would spend on something like DeWalt, Milwaukee, some of the Metabos, some of the Fez tools. You're getting the same abilities. So everybody, I hope that this was insightful. I hope that it was helpful as well. If it was, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. I really appreciate it. Sharing is caring, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and God bless.